Good morning, welcome to a new market update, and today we're going to discuss Bitcoin and Ethereum as they are moving back up after a corrective day yesterday, and we're going to discuss how that actually happened and what is next to be taking place in the markets. Did anything change? Are we still seeing a correction soon? Is the bull cycle on fire? That's all topics that we're going to discuss today. But before that, do not forget to subscribe beneath, like the YouTube update, and check out my Twitter where you can see daily content regarding the markets and technical analysis. So, getting to the charts of Bitcoin and Ethereum, the first one I want to address today is the one of Bitcoin. And we were discussing the fact of a corrective move yesterday, right? And we were concluding that Bitcoin was losing a critical area of support, and we can see that. We were making lower highs, we were smacking through 45k, we were approaching the next level of support as we addressed the topic that this entire block here was the level that we should be watching. And I'll just get a clean chart, making it easier for you to watch and discuss everything. This is what we meant. So the chart that we used yesterday was this one, in which we concluded that the impulse wave was the area that we would be losing if we lost 45k. So in this case, you can see that we made a lower high here at 45.4 while bouncing on its previous resistance and then correcting south, meaning that the first level of support that I personally was watching was actually hit. After that, and if we zoom in some more, we can see that we've made a double bottom. And from there we started to run upwards once again. So running upwards means that we touched the resistance at 45.4 again, and then the question becomes, after this double bottom and the retest of resistance, whether 45 becomes support. 45 becomes support, another bounce to the upside happens, and we are back in the range that we used to play before. Meaning that, is the current move of Bitcoin at 46k an entry point? No. But is the one at support yesterday an entry point? Yes. Because we approached the first one and then you want to buy into Bitcoin for a trade. Tomorrow I'll be discussing how to trade Bitcoin and what I mean by different trades. But that is the one that I would be suggesting to take an entry on, and still around the resistance zone you don't want to take an entry. Right now, if you want to enter long on Bitcoin, you're looking anywhere at this block or back again at the lows again. So going back to what Bitcoin is doing right now, we can say that nothing really has changed. Meaning that we still see a big run up. We still see a crucial resistance approaching at 48, between 47 and 49. We do see the bearish divergence on the 4 hour, which is still there. But we do see that we've got a hidden bullish divergence as the critical level that we had to hold was holding, and we bounced on it as I just discussed. Meaning that we most likely, especially if 45k is going to bounce as support, or we're going to consolidate a little bit, meaning that we most likely get a runner towards the resistance zone at 48k. And then the question becomes how price is going to react. If we're going to do this during the weekend, we most likely copy paste the moves that we have done previously. If we're going to do it through the week, the chances are less of a fake out, as usually weekends are fake out time, as this one happened during the evening and we came all the way back towards the levels of Monday. But we're still approaching a higher time frame resistance, meaning that if you want to take a swing trade, then this is not the area that you want to look at. Rather just take TPs on the ones that you've been doing, and you're looking back to see whether we can actually short or whether it's going to flip higher time frame levels. So at this stage, Bitcoin is bouncing back up, which is great. Level to flip is 45k. If that is done, we most likely test 49. If 45k is lost, I'm looking at 42.5 next. Going towards Ethereum, we can conclude the exact same, right? We discussed the level that we should be holding yesterday, which is the level at 29.50. That was a level that we should be watching. If that is lost, then I would be looking at 28.5 and potentially even 26. So we bounced there, we reject, and we actually discussed the fact of how are we going to make a bottom structure. We discussed that yesterday. So we concluded the fact that, okay, we are approaching support. I'll just make it a green, a nice green color. We discussed the fact of a support, right? So we said, okay, if you want to see support happening, you probably see price reacting like this, or it goes like this. It bounces up, rejects there, comes back down, rejects the low, or it makes it a low and immediately reclaims, and that's the long trigger. If you look at Ethereum, you can see that we are rejecting previous support levels, right? Bounce up, rejection, comes back down to support, holds there again, double bottom, trend reversal, and break of this recent high. So right now with Ethereum, given the fact that we just rejected or we reversed this lower time frame trend, you're looking at potential buy the dip opportunities. So you're looking for scalp trades. We are targeting the highs once again. Most likely we're going to take the high out and just take liquidity. But with Ethereum, you're looking at a potential long in this block. That is my first real zone of potential interest, and this one here at 3160. Those two are the ones where I could potentially look at longs, just like Bitcoin with the 45k level. So we lower time frame reversed on that support level, but if we look at higher time frame levels, we are still facing resistance here. We are still facing that level that should be cracked in order to continue towards all-time highs. Am I suspecting that we're going to crack through it? It's all depending on Bitcoin at this stage. Ethereum against Bitcoin is in a bullish pennant, which is great. Cardano broke out of the resistance and is still bullish at this point, which is great. Today a big day for Cardano as well. But what is next? Should you be buying Bitcoin at this stage? Well, at this stage you can see that we are approaching resistance, meaning that it's not an entry point. What is an entry point for me? If we get here for the swing trade, or when we flip this level and consolidate. That is how you should approach the markets. I hope you have got some information regarding the markets as well in this update. I'll be back tomorrow with a fresh new one. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube and have a wonderful day.